Welcome to Crypto Flash. I'm your host, Hashby, bringing you the hottest crypto news in just a few minutes. Let's dive right into what's happening in the markets today, November 18th, 2025. Bitcoin has crashed below the $90,000 mark, currently trading at around $91,200, down nearly 5% in the last 24 hours. This represents a dramatic decline from its all-time high of over $126,000 reached in early October. The entire crypto market is feeling the pressure, with total market capitalization dropping to $3.12 trillion, according to our latest data. Ethereum hasn't escaped the bloodbath either, currently trading at approximately $3,060, down more than 4% in the last day. This represents a staggering 35% correction from its October peak. However, on-chain data reveals an interesting development. While retail investors and ETFs are selling, institutional treasuries like Bitmine and SharkLink are aggressively accumulating. Together, they now control over 4.35 million ETH, with Bitmine aiming to hold 5% of the entire ETH supply. In regulatory news, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, under Chairman Paul Adkins, has dropped its emphasis on crypto sector examinations for the fiscal year 2026. This represents a significant shift in regulatory focus and is being interpreted as another encouraging sign for the industry under the pro-crypto Trump administration. The SEC's Division of Examinations will now focus on fiduciary duty, standards of conduct, and asset custody instead of specifically targeting crypto-related services. Meanwhile, El Salvador has made headlines by purchasing an additional 1,090 Bitcoin as prices dropped, adding nearly $100 million to their national Bitcoin treasury despite mounting pressure from the IMF. This bold move reaffirms the country's commitment to its Bitcoin strategy.
In China, the digital asset landscape continues to evolve despite strict regulations. Hong Kong is making significant progress with live transfers of tokenized deposits, signaling a shift from proof of concept to production-grade digital asset settlement. This development highlights the region's ambition to become a crypto hub, despite mainland China's restrictive policies. In Europe, the Markets in Crypto Assets (MiCA) regulation, which fully came into effect on December 30th, 2024, continues to provide regulatory clarity. The European Banking Authority recently stated that MiCA already contains adequate safeguards against risks posed by stablecoins, pushing back against concerns raised by the European Central Bank about potential financial stability threats. A notable development from the altcoin market is XRP's remarkable performance. Despite the current market downturn, XRP recently reached a peak of $2.27, though it has since pulled back. Dogecoin is also testing critical support levels around 15 cents, according to technical analysts. In a concerning development, Mt. Gox moved $956 million worth of Bitcoin, as prices were already declining, potentially adding to market pressure. This comes as Bitcoin's technical indicators flash an oversold signal, creating what market observers describe as an extreme fear sentiment across the cryptosphere. Despite the current market volatility, market strategist Tom Lee remains bullish on Ethereum's long-term prospects, drawing parallels to Bitcoin's historical trajectory. He argues that ETH is embarking on what he calls a supercycle, and that current price movements are simply discounting a massive future where Ethereum serves as the primary settlement layer of the global economy.
That's all for today's Crypto Flash. Remember, markets will always fluctuate, but your strategy should remain steady. I'm Hashby, reminding you to stay informed, stay calm, and most importantly, protect your capital.